Hi guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Plants vs Zombies Bloom and Doom, another really awesome PvZ fan game currently in the works. This Plants vs Zombies 3 inspired project is being brought to us by a team of 6 talented individuals who have made quite a lot of progress over the past year. In this video I'll be giving you an overview of the project, discussing what you can expect from it, what progress has been made so far, and how you can learn more if this is a game that interests you. Right, so PvZ Bloom and Doom, created by Kewininion, aims to create a Plants vs Zombies game that basically reimagines PvZ3 as if it was something that stayed closer to the original 5-lane tower defense we all know and love. They're taking some of the more lower quality aspects of PvZ3 to both rework and improve upon them. There are also, of course, a number of their own ideas as well. Over the past 8 months, the game has been transformed from a basic draft into a game that is certainly up there with the many other high quality fan games we've seen over the years, and just last week a section of beta gameplay was shared on the creator's YouTube channel. Unfortunately, as far as I am aware, the beta is not public, but it's great to see just how much progress they've made over this past year. Anyway, let's move on to the juicy details and gameplay. As you've probably noticed already, in terms of plants, we of course have our favourites like peashooter and sunflower, but they've also implemented a couple of familiar faces from other parts of the franchise, including rose and acorn, as well as their own creations like this guy called Natural Shield. Now, as you'd expect, the game runs like any other PvZ. This isn't a different take on the game or anything, but as I said at the start, there are a couple of interesting mechanics they have implemented. One of the most significant changes is that there will be no plant food mechanic, a feature that I know many of us enjoy from PvZ2. However, the reason for this is A, to keep the game more in tune with the original Plants vs Zombies, but also because they have implemented a PvZ3 mechanic that acts as a replacement in a way. So instead of plant food, the game will have tacos, which are far tastier, I might add, inspired by the taco time levels in the original versions of Plants vs Zombies 3. Basically, this was a mechanic added to some levels where halfway through the game would pause and you would get an option to give some of your plants a taco. In turn, this would make them stronger. However, Plants vs Zombies Bloom and Doom have taken this idea a bit further and make it a core aspect of their fan game. Basically, the tacos will cost Sun to use and work as a way to evolve and upgrade your plants throughout a level. Here are a couple of examples. So let's take Sunflower. She will start off as her regular self, but after 1 taco she evolves into a double sunflower, and after 2 tacos she becomes a triple or family of sunflowers, obviously producing more and more sun. With this comes a couple of caveats, but it's actually quite innovative. Again, another change is that plant variants such as Repeater or Gatling Pea won't be obtained in the typical way. They're not individual characters, instead they are part of these evolutionary trees. So eventually, using enough tacos will basically transform certain plants into variations we've seen in previous titles. It is also confirmed that there will not be a plant leveling system like in PvZ2. Now, I'm not sure how advanced they plan to make this feature, whether they decide to go full on Bloons TD with lots of different upgrades, or if they want to keep it simple like in their current system. Only time will tell, I guess. A previous version of the game did suggest a more in-depth mechanic, but I'm unsure if this has been scrapped. On the zombie side, again we'll see some familiar faces like Disco Zombie, but their abilities aren't necessarily going to be the same as in the official game. So for example, Disco Zombie will be able to launch disco balls at your plants. The game will also have its own custom soundtrack, which is pretty epic. There are 2 composers, And20s and Lowii, both of whom have released a couple of tracks. Lowii has created some pieces for the different waves in a level, but more recently And20s released a track that's intended for at least one of the boss battles. There's a link to all tracks in the description, but here's a little sample from each. Finally, in terms of release dates, there doesn't appear to be anything set at this moment in time. From the footage, we can see a lot of the essential game systems seem to be in place, so the project is definitely in a good position, but it's probably going to be a while before we actually get to play it. If you'd like to keep up to date and find out more about Plants vs Zombies Bloom and Doom, check out the creator's YouTube channel, which has a number of gameplay videos on. There's also a Discord server you can join. I will leave all links in the description below. Anyway guys, there you go, that's just a quick overview of PvZ Bloom and Doom. As usual, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, but other than that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.